last and final stage for the Coca-Cola 600 for the Moonshine Racing League. We've had 3 stage winners previously so far. Marcus Snow, that 88 car, won stage 3. Let's see if he can keep it at the point. Green flag, we're back to racing. Justin Miller won stage 1. The 19 of Shane won stage 2. We've had different winners in every stage so far. This field is fast and furious. Everyone should be able to know what they have so far. 3 wide mid-pack. They all fit. And action is picking up here with 47 laps to go. 48 bounces off the wall and back into it. Everyone's able to clear him some damage on that machine. We stay green. Jose with a problem. 41 also skimming the wall right there. These guys can make it on a tank of gas. It's about 19 laps, so we do expect 2 pit stops. Perhaps they break this stage in half, or they will need to make 2 pit stops. Depending on when a caution flag falls, though, you might be able to stretch it. Let's see what's happening at the front of the pack. Want to also welcome in our in-race reporter, BS. BS, it has been a tough race for you as of late. You were involved in that big crash at the end of stage 3 that took out a good chunk of the field, at least gave them damage, but right now you've settled in the 4th position. How's the racing been so far, and do you expect it to get hectic at the end?
It's been hectic all race. It's not going to get hectic. It's probably going to stay hectic, to be honest. I've been all over the place. I haven't had very many starts on the inside. The inside's been very prevalent on the restarts. And no matter how hard you try to work the outside, it just doesn't go anywhere.
Riding along with the 9 of Justin Miller as he has a mirror full of the 12 car. Chris Matagansky behind him, but up front he's trying to get around his teammate 88. These guys put on a well of a show at Richmond earlier this year. See if that happens again here. 95 looking 12 car slices underneath, preventing that inside advance from the 95. He'll have to wait to the next corner for another attack. It looked like the 9 almost hit the wall right there. I've raced here before many times, and off of turn 3, or just before you get to turn 3, there's that safer barrier, but it seems to be a part in the game that actually kind of jets out. And if you hit that, that can actually stop your car, could provide a lot of damage to your car as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Not only do these racers have to avoid obstacles they can see, but also the ones they can't. Ooh, listening into the 95 here. I'm having to feather the throttle. That tells me the car not to your liking.
I'm just trying to stay off the 9 right now. I'm trying to be patient, unlike most of the rest of these guys.
Patience is running thin. It'll tend to do that after almost 300. But trouble in the back of the pack. Couple of cars already around. Who was that? Looked like the 12.
Right back to you guys.
It was Chris Matagansky. Caution. Manual. More. A late hit right there. That was the 12 into the back end of the 31. Caution is out here for the first time in stage 4. After the 12, it looked like he had some issues. We saw the 95 get around him. That car went down the back straightaway. Something sent him wide, heading toward the infield. Thankfully, there's safer barriers located on the inside of the racetrack. That and the fact that this is a game. However, damage is on. We expect that car to have some significant damage as a result of that crash, so he will need to go down pit road to make some adjustments. Pit road is open, and as I mentioned before, these guys can make it 19 laps on a tank of gas. This still puts us outside of our window. They will still need to make yet another pit stop before they can make it to the end. Most of the field dives on pit road. 88 leads them down. Who takes advantage? These guys went green about 7 laps prior. So we'll see who takes 2 tires versus 4 at the end of this one. Any adjustments made on that 95?
I put 2 pounds on the right rear.
The car, that tells me that will help the car turn better, so it's been loose. Or making it tighter.
I'm just trying to get the grip from the center off.
88 wins. Oh, what was that? Wow. Our leader on pit road and more carnage. The 9 was damaged. The 88 was damaged. What happened?
Right coming out pit road, I'm not sure. I see the 88 just crashing into the wall, and then I don't know what happened to the 9.
So you see the front end of both of those Chevy Camaros up front. And I'm hearing from NASCAR, it looks like we might go green this time by, but significant damage on the front end of both of those Chevy Camaros coming off of pit road. Crown and Miller. We'll see if damage plays a factor. We're through the Geico restart zone. Green flag back in the air. We're back to racing at Charlotte. 9 car did not get going at all. 38 laps to go. 9 car has a problem. Justin Miller with some major damage, and that was our stage 1 winner. Now finds himself deep in this field, and he'll need the aid of a caution flag to get caught back up. The 9 car not up to speed at all. That's a story we'll have to follow as this race continues. Up front, the 88 car, 41, bounces into the wall. 9 car, Justin Miller spinning. That's going to bring out a caution. That's going to help him. Caution is out. I'm telling you, that's probably the best thing that actually could have happened for the 9 car is hitting pit road. He'll hit pit road again, this time for adjustments, but wow, we talk about the importance of staying off one another on restarts, and that conversation needs to carry on to over pit road as well.
Yeah, gotta be careful all times. Looks like John's saying that's interesting.
88 also going to be down pit road. He'll fix his damage. Only 1 car out of the race right now. We started with 11. That was Scotty Racer in the 3 car. 2017 winner of this race, Austin Dillon, will not be a factor here today. These guys were just on pit road, but some of these guys, we expect 2 tire adjustments, making a lot of adjustments actually. Looks like everybody's going to go off with 4 tires. Did you take 4 or 2 there?
Yeah, I did.
You took 4?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone's going to take 4 with making some adjustments as well. That's going to change the lead. John stays out. Ooh, and the 48 hits the wall. It goes to what we were just saying about how you need to be careful. So 2 of the most dominant cars we've had today, the 88 and the 9, find themselves deep in this field with 36 laps remaining. A pit stop still will need to be made. Green flag back out. John leads them down to the stripe. We're back to racing under green at Charlotte. Cleaner restart that time by 48. And the 31 make contact. One car also out of the race. We just saw the 41 as well. John. Oh, 48 bounces across the track. He'll take his teammate with him. Both cars hard on the wall. Rick Hendrick is probably rolling in his soon-to-be grave because that was dollar signs coming out of turn number 3. All 3 of his cars involved in that crash. Cautions breed cautions, folks. Pit road is open this time by. 95 stays out. The rest of the field dives in. "33 laps to go. It will be 32, and a pit stop will still need to be made." This has been a long race there, but, excuse me, BS, I almost called you Busby. The BS 14 car filling in for the 95 of Busby today. Hectic. That is how I would describe this race. Heck, we didn't even, if you're just joining us actually, we didn't even get this race started until well after what was supposed to be the scheduled green flag distance because we had some internet connection issues. So we are about to get back underway after cleaning up our 3rd Service Master Clean caution here. Most of the field involved, most of Hendrick Motorsports, in fact all of Hendrick Motorsports involved in that crash. I do want to point out that if you are involved to bring out the caution in this league, it seems like you do not have to be penalized by going to the back of the pack. You can assume the position that you receive coming off a pit road. Still under caution. Will not go green this time by. Let's give you the running order. It'll be the 95, our substitute driver, trying to make history for the first time in just a little over 18 years. 48 car. Oh, excuse me. The 48 car is going to the back. As I was saying before, I hear some listening in to some of the race chatter right now, and it does look like the 48 car, who was the cause of that caution, will be put in the back because of that. So
sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Guess it's a case-by-case basis. NASCAR feeling the need to penalize the 48 car for that move right there. 95 in control of this restart. Elects to start on the inside. We're back to racing. Green flag. 32 laps to go. Most of the field funnels down to turn number 1. Single file. The inside line has been the fastest so far on the restart. Time is running out here at Charlotte in a crown jewel event in NASCAR. Someone is going to have their trophy with their name on it. Side by side, the 22 of John looks underneath Sane in the 19. 31 car bounced off the wall right there. This race is 100 miles or 50 miles, depending on how you look at it online, longer than any of the Monster Energy Cup Series events that we run all year long. That might not seem like a lot, but to these guys, it's got to be hard. Lap after lap after lap, trying to be the fastest out there. Fatigue definitely is going to be setting in this 4th and final stage. Oh, got a car on the wall. Looked like the 31 car. We stay green. He had an issue. Don't know if a tire possibly went down or something sent that car to the outside wall, but we stay green at the moment. Sounds like he just hit the wall right there. As we still have 8 cars in this lead draft. A lot of them banged up damaged, but still ticking. There's Chris Madaganski underneath the 48. 48 car looked like, oh, we got trouble. The 19, a bobble right there, wiggled in the middle of the pack. Everyone having to take evasive action. The 88 looking underneath the 22. The 19, Shane, losing a ton of positions. All the way up to second. He'll third, fourth, fifth. Fighting for fifth now with Justin Miller. Side by side for third. 12 of Madaganski hit the wall. Yellow. Caution. And that will be an in-game caution with 27 laps remaining. Our first in-game caution of the stage. Excuse me, our second in-game caution of the stage. Coming out right now after issues for the 12 and the 48. Looking at the running order, looks like most of the field electing to pit. 4-tire Sunoco fuel. When we restart, we will have 24 laps remaining. That puts us outside our pit window by 5 laps. You will need to save if you want to make it to the end. However, putting on my Larry Mack voice, if we look at the patterns and trends of this race and this race alone, I don't think we're going to be green till the end. Green flag is back out, though. How long will it last?
I'll give it to turn 3.
Oh, not even that. We got a car already on the apron, the 4 car. Free wide, action off the corner. Wow, the 4 did a well of a job to keep from hitting everybody because that was at the front of the field. Side-by-side battle for 6. John, who started on that outside lane, now having to... Oh, muscle teammates getting into one another. Madaganski and John hitting into the wall. Caution. And pit road is open after teammates from Team Penske. We talked about Rick Hendricks' untimely death. I think Roger Penske probably just joined him after both his cars got into the wall to bring out that latest caution. Also the 48 car. More issues for him. You see him having a problem getting on pit road. What is going on here in the Moonshine Racing League? This is highly unusual for most of the field here today.
Or not? Yeah, they were open. Okay.
Frustration starting to settle in. Tempers beginning to flare here at the end of this stage. It's one of the longest races in NASCAR, and it doesn't come easy. This puts these guys within... I think they're just side making it by 2 laps. How much fuel you got there, 95?
It says 18 laps.
Looks like Justin Miller will like to make a late pit stop. $20 to go. We are now within the scheduled race distance. Looks like Justin Miller going to top off here. Not a bad strategy. We'll restart with 19 laps to go. Are we going green this time, by?
I don't know. We're all lined up single file on the inside for some reason.
I don't believe there'd be any reason not to. However, pit road is going down pit road. Might be smart for a lot of these guys who are looking to try and save a little bit of fuel. These front guys, in fact, most of the field cannot make it without saving. The 9 car who just pitted should have 1 lap to the good. We are going green this time by. Let's ride along with the 88. Shane in that 19 car. 88 clears Harvick off a 2, single file down the backstretch. Keep in mind, these front guys did not pit. First car that can make it comfortably is the 9 of Justin Miller. 19 laps to go. 18, excuse me. Much cleaner restart, but as always at Charlotte, it would be a shame if we did not get a green flag finish here. And I think already spinning the 48 car way in the back of the pack. Single car incident. It has not been Jose's day.
Yeah, he's been all over the place. It seems like every major crash has had him involved in some degree.
These guys at the front of the field now, as we single file ourselves out, have got to be thinking if the thing goes green, they've kind of made their bed. Now they have to lay in it. However, a caution or a late race yellow could change the complexion of this race. See the 31 car, that damage has had issues here as of late, but now running in the 3rd position, looking underneath Marcus Snow in that 88. Thinks better of it. Ooh, a challenge for the lead. 16 to go. I think the important thing right here is to try and get as many positions as you can. You never know if a late race caution could change. If these guys decide to stay out late, you want to be in the best position that you can. Side by side battle for the lead. The 88 looking on the outside. Opens up that bottom lane, gets wide. Not going to be able to take it, and the 31 will take advantage of that. Ooh, almost contact. And in the wall briefly, the 88 goes, skimming the wall. Here comes Justin Miller underneath. Miller has to know that he is comfortable with gas, but he's still driving himself all the way up to the front. These front 2 guys, I don't want to overstate, must pit. Oh, trouble! Right in front of the field. It's going to take out everybody. The 19 is involved. 88 with damage. Half the field crashed in turn 2.
This changes everything.
Not a question of if, but when that late race yellow will happen. And it did in a major way. The leader, Shane Gainey, getting on the apron. Nowhere to go for the rest of the field. Calamity.
Calamity Corner, the big one at Charlotte.
This goes from whoever had the least amount of damage and whoever was picked up when the caution flag fell. So these guys, wherever the computer placed them, and then add on the damage is really going to change who is going to be in control of this race. So we're about to find out. Looks like the 48 car. Oh my God. What a turn of events. Jose leads. 13 laps to go. He found himself just well in the back of the pack, the only car not involved in that one. Man, that outside line, a lot of these crew chiefs have got to be telling these guys, oh, 48 car, bouncing off the wall, try to clear him. It's not going to work. John sends it in there. Contact, and in the wall goes the 48. 95, hard hit inside wall, and we're under caution again. This has been an attrition race now. It is all about survival.
Yeah, it's been a crash fest all race long. Not at all like the Xfinity and truck race here. And I thought those were both a lot cleaner.
I've actually lost count the number of cautions we've had here in the stage alone.
Record.
Let me tell you who's going down pit road that had damage. Shane, BS, Gibby, Justin Miller, Chris Metagansky, most of the field, fourth place on back, all going down pit road. We're getting toward the end of this one. 5 laps remaining. 31 car out front. Outside line. Ooh, that 48 car. Wiggles on the bottom, stacking up that inside line as the 22 gets on the back bumper of the 31. Last time the 31 went to victory lane. Phoenix in 2017, Ryan Newman behind the wheel. 4 laps to go at the stripe. Here comes the 88 underneath John. Caution is gonna come out. More carnage in the back of the pack. Hearing from some of these guys, some that really dwindled the field, and we stayed green. We're coming to 3 to go. And the 31, that is Gibby, right?
That's Central.
Central, excuse me. 3 to go. Can he hang on? Crown looking underneath in that 88, and John still in the win. The outside line hasn't really proven to be the fastest. The 31 car moved to the outside. Can he hang on as the 88 challenges underneath at the stripe? 2 laps to go and a wiggle from the 31. Marcus Snow now pushed, drafting help from the 22. Contact between the 22 and the 31. 88 cars goes wide. Here comes the 19, looking underneath. 88 car trying to clear the 22. He does. The 31 wiggles in the middle of the corner, all the way back to 4th. John looking, trying to send it in there with help from the 19. 1 lap remaining here, the Coca-Cola 600. Crown Royal in that 88 car, trying to survive. He won stage 3. It's been a topsy-turvy turn of events here, trying to survive at Charlotte. 22 blocking the advance from the 19. That's all the 88 car needs to see. 1 final set of corners. Marcus Snow is going to win the Coca-Cola 600 after surviving at Charlotte. He'll score the victory here today in the Moonshine Racing League. Well, this race was all about survival. In a race that tests everything that you have as a driver and a gamer. 300 miles, 1 man rose above the rest. Through all the wrecks, it was the 88 car. Surviving at Charlotte here. Congratulations to him and Hendrick Motorsports for securing yet another crown jewel event in the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series here from Moonshine Racing League. What a finish for the 88. BS, I know you were involved in that last crash there. The caution did not come out. How do you describe that last stage?
The field died. dying over and over again. So there was some luck involved in the being able to survive. You always need a little bit of luck, and if they played out the idiot's way, they took advantage of it. Good win to him. He did an awesome job. It just happens. Unfortunately, I kept getting stuck behind the 48, and that is not something you want to be stuck behind that 48 because he's all over the place and die very quickly. Sitting there behind.
Some harsh words from some of the competitors here today after the competition that we saw here at Charlotte. Not typically a wreck fest when we go to these mile-and-a-half racetracks, but today it was easier to tell you the people that were not involved. Everybody that entered today's race was involved in at least 3 or more crashes here today. So that's something that typically does not happen, and we've not seen here from the Moonshine Racing League. So, but luck and a little bit of skill allowed the 88 car to get the win here. BS, you were the fastest car of the day. However, you did not get that win, so sorry for that. From all of us here on NASCAR Heat 3, we hope you enjoyed the Coca-Cola 600 presented to you by NH3 here on the Moonshine Racing League Network. So long, we will see you next week.